The year is 2024. The global economy is still recovering from the aftershocks of the pandemic, and now new storm clouds are gathering. Experts warn of a potential recession in 2025. The signs are becoming difficult to ignore. From rising unemployment to a volatile stock market, the economic landscape is sending mixed signals. Are we on the brink of another downturn? The question on everyone's mind is, are we headed for a recession? Understanding the risks and recognizing the warning signs can help us navigate the turbulent times ahead. The first step is to acknowledge the possibility of a recession and to be prepared for its impact. It's not all doom and gloom, however. While the possibility of a recession is a legitimate concern, it's not a foregone conclusion. There are steps we can take to mitigate the risks and potentially avert a full-blown economic crisis. The key is to stay informed, be proactive, and remember that even in adversity, there are opportunities for those who are prepared. One of the most significant red flags signaling a potential recession is the recent uptick in unemployment. After reaching historic lows, the unemployment rate has begun to climb, ticking up to 4.3% in recent months. This upward trend is a cause for concern. As Gary Clyde Huffbauer points out, the unemployment rate is a lagging indicator, often rising after a recession has begun. This suggests the current uptick may signal a broader economic downturn. The rise in unemployment impacts individuals, families, and the economy. As more people find themselves out of work, consumer spending declines. This can trigger a cycle of business closures and further job losses. The term recession is often thrown around in economic discussions. But what does it actually mean? And why should we care? In simple terms, a recession is a significant decline in economic activity that lasts for more than a few months. It's typically characterized by a contraction in GDP, rising unemployment, and falling retail sales. Recessions are a natural part of the economic cycle, but that doesn't make them any less painful. When the economy contracts, businesses suffer, jobs are lost, and people's livelihoods are impacted. The ripple effects of a recession can be felt across all sectors of society. For the average person, a recession can mean job insecurity and difficulty paying bills. Understanding what a recession is and how it can impact us is crucial for making informed financial decisions. Beyond the unemployment rate, a confluence of other economic indicators suggests that trouble may be brewing. Job growth, a key driver of economic expansion, has slowed in recent months, with fewer businesses adding new positions. This slowdown in hiring, coupled with an increase in layoffs across various industries, paints a worrisome picture of the labor market. The housing market, often a bellwether of the broader economy, is also flashing warning signs. After years of soaring prices, the housing market is showing signs of cooling, with home sales declining and inventory levels rising. While this may seem like a welcome respite for some, it could also be a sign that the housing bubble is deflating, potentially leading to a decline in home values and a negative impact on consumer wealth. These economic indicators, taken together, suggest that the foundation of our economic recovery may be shakier than it appears. The slowdown in job growth, coupled with weakness in the housing market and other sectors, raises concerns about the sustainability of the current economic expansion. Section 5. The housing market teeters, a house of cards. The housing market, a cornerstone of the American economy, is facing a confluence of challenges that could exacerbate a potential recession. While rising interest rates have slowed the once frenzied pace of home sales, a more insidious threat lurks beneath the surface: underinsurance. Millions of homeowners are significantly underinsured, leaving them vulnerable to devastating financial losses in the event of natural disasters, which are increasing in both frequency and severity due to climate change. A major hurricane, earthquake, or wildfire could wipe out entire communities, leaving homeowners with insufficient coverage to rebuild their lives. This underinsurance crisis poses a significant risk to the housing market and the broader economy. A wave of uninsured losses could trigger a cascade of foreclosures, depress home values, and undermine the financial stability of homeowners across the country. Adding to the uncertainty, the ongoing drought in the West and the increasing cost of reinsurance are putting upward pressure on insurance premiums, making it even more difficult for homeowners to afford adequate coverage. This perfect storm of challenges in the housing market could have far-reaching consequences, amplifying the impact of a potential recession. Section 6. Bracing for Impact, the Fed's Role and Your Financial Game Plan. As we navigate these uncertain economic waters, the Federal Reserve plays a crucial role in steering the ship. The Fed's monetary policy decisions, particularly regarding interest rates, can have a significant impact on inflation, borrowing costs, and overall economic activity. In recent months, the Fed has taken aggressive steps to combat inflation, raising interest rates at the fastest pace in decades. While these rate hikes are intended to cool down the economy and curb inflation, they also increase the risk of tipping the economy into a recession. So how can individuals prepare for a potential recession? First and foremost, stay informed about economic developments and pay attention to the warning signs. Keep an eye on your spending, create a budget, and build up your emergency savings. Consider diversifying your investments, paying down high-interest debt, and exploring additional sources of income. Remember, knowledge is power, and being prepared can make all the difference in weathering economic storms. Section 7. The tech industry's uncertain future. Innovation or instability. The tech industry, once a beacon of growth, now faces challenges that could lead to a broader recession. After years of rapid expansion, the sector is slowing down. Layoffs are common, valuations have plummeted, and growth is sputtering. This slowdown reflects the industry's excesses and vulnerabilities. The tech sector's reliance on easy money and overvaluation could amplify a recession. The tech industry's fate is intertwined with the broader economy. Even the most innovative industries are not immune to economic cycles. Section 8. Consumer confidence wanes, the ripple effect of uncertainty. As economic anxieties mount and the specter of a recession looms, consumer confidence has taken a hit. When people are worried about the future, they tend to tighten their belts, delay major purchases, and generally pull back on spending. This decline in consumer spending can have a ripple effect throughout the economy, as businesses face reduced demand for their goods and services, leading to lower profits, job losses, and a further contraction in economic activity. The erosion of consumer confidence is a significant concern because consumer spending is a major driver of economic growth. When consumers are confident about the future, they spend more freely, which fuels economic expansion. Conversely, when consumer confidence wanes, it can act as a drag on the economy, making it more difficult to recover from a downturn. Restoring consumer confidence will be essential for averting a prolonged recession. This requires addressing the underlying economic anxieties, providing support to struggling families and businesses, and fostering a sense of optimism about the future. Section 9. Global headwinds, international factors fueling the storm. The potential for a recession in 2025 is not just a domestic concern, it's a global issue. The world economy is interconnected, and events in one part of the world can have ripple effects across borders. Several international factors are contributing to the headwinds facing the global economy, including the ongoing war in Ukraine, rising energy prices, supply chain disruptions, and the lingering effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. These global challenges are creating uncertainty, volatility, and downward pressure on economic growth. The war in Ukraine in particular has disrupted global energy markets, exacerbated inflation, and raised concerns about food security. As the global economy navigates these turbulent waters, the potential for a synchronized global recession is a growing concern. The interconnected nature of the global economy means that a downturn in one major economy can quickly spread to others, creating a domino effect that is difficult to contain. Section 10. The road ahead. Navigating the uncertain economic terrain. The road ahead is undeniably uncertain, and the possibility of a recession in 2025 is a stark reminder that economic prosperity is not a guarantee. However, while the challenges are real, it's important to remember that we are not powerless in the face of economic adversity. By understanding the risks, recognizing the warning signs, and taking proactive steps to prepare, we can navigate these uncertain times with greater resilience. This is a time for clear-eyed realism, not for panic. It's a time to focus on what we can control, to make informed decisions, and to support policies that promote economic stability and opportunity for all. The future may be uncertain, but by working together, we can weather the storm and emerge stronger on the other side. Section 11. Hope on the horizon. Opportunities amidst the challenges. Even in the face of economic uncertainty and the potential for a recession, it's important to remember that there are always opportunities for growth, innovation, and progress. While recessions can be challenging, they can also be catalysts for positive change, forcing us to adapt, innovate, and find new ways of doing business. History has shown that recessions can lead to the emergence of new industries, the adoption of new technologies, and a renewed focus on efficiency and productivity. For individuals, a recession can be an opportunity to reassess priorities, develop new skills, and explore new career paths. It can also be a time for reflection, for strengthening community bonds, and for rediscovering the importance of resilience and adaptability. While the road ahead may be uncertain, it's also filled with potential. By embracing innovation, investing in our future, and supporting each other, we can navigate the challenges ahead and emerge from this period of uncertainty stronger and more resilient than ever before.